So going to be giving you guys my 2015 expectations for the Bleach manga, the things I want to see, the things I'm hoping to see happen, and ultimately where I expect it to go next year. Now, to be honest with you, a lot of what I'm about to say could very well happen this year because it seems as though Bleach, especially with the last few chapters, is heading towards its finale very soon. So to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if in 2015 the Bleach manga altogether finishes and wraps itself up. Now, with all that being said, let's get into it. For starters, I definitely want to see the full backstory to Yhwach. Why is he doing what he's doing? What happened between him and his father? What was the fallout? Why did he leave the Soul Palace and kind of go on this, ultimate journey of destruction? And kind of even a little bit more of the backstory with him and Yamamoto. What happened between the two of them? Where did their fallout begin? Because if I'm correct, they might have had some sort of relationship in the past, and then they ultimately went to their fight. I definitely want to see more context to Uryu Yhwach or Yhwach and what led him to basically do what he's done. I mean, could it possibly be that Yhwach this entire time has seen the future and knows that the Soul King is planning to do something terrible? Because to this point, we don't even really know much about the Soul King. So for all we know, again, AIZEN could have been doing this on a good note. AIZEN could have been basically trying to be an anti-hero in a way and trying to stop the Soul King from doing something, and maybe Yhwach was doing the same. Maybe the reason why he's done all this is he knows the only way he'll be able to put a stop to the Soul King and the Soul Palace in general is if he did it his way, and that's why he did this. He knew his father would be evil. Not completely convinced on that because Yhwach has been pretty ruthless himself, but who knows, maybe he felt he was doing everything for the greater good. Maybe that's why he went to go see AIZEN as well. He wanted all the help he can get. I mean, who knows? AIZEN, for all we know, could have been one of the Soul King's kids as well, or he could have been connected in some way, because at the end of the day, we do know that he's seen the Soul King and he said that thing when he was speaking to Urahara and them right before he got sealed up. So maybe he knows more about this and both of them were doing the same thing. Speaking of AIZEN, I definitely don't want to wait another year after 2015 for his return. We know the man is going to return at some given point, and I think 2015 is the best time for it to happen. Like, I definitely want to see the boy, the man, AIZEN return, the troll master himself, and start fucking shit up, whether it's against Yhwach, whether it's against the Soul King, whether it's against Ichigo and them, whoever it is. I just want to see AIZEN back and fucking beastly as ever. And speaking of the Soul King real quick, we need to get more about him. Like, what is he? Who is he? Why is he like the epicenter of everything, that if he basically dies, ultimately everything falls out of existence? Like, why did he do all this? Why did he create everything? And just overall more backstory into him. How did he have this son? Why does it seem as though he's in like some sort of cocoon? But before, we've seen him like with his eyes open. So is it that he rests a lot? Is he weak? Like, I want more exposition into the Soul King himself. I think we're well overdue for a huge fight regarding Ichigo and someone else. It's either going to have to be Yhwach if it's the finale, or depending if even he's the final villain, or it could be him and Uryu as well. I definitely want to have a really big Ichigo fight because it's been a bit since we've had one of those, like a major, top of the line fight. I mean, against Uryu, unless Uryu has some major power up from Yhwach, I don't see Uryu being able to defeat Ichigo. But nonetheless, I do want to see Ichigo have one big brawl. If it's the final fight or whatever the case may be, I want to see that happen. Because we do know that Uryu is basically next in line for a succession of the lineage. Kind of, Yhwach made him basically the next in line. So ultimately, he might actually fight on their side. I mean, at the end of the day, his life is on the line anyway. Maybe a little bit of an explanation as to what the hell happened to Yachiru. I mean, last we seen was just her clothes on the floor, and Kenpachi was like, what the fuck is going on? Where is she? And he was sad as hell. And I mean, I don't necessarily know. Like, it kind of seems as though it was confirmed the way he was talking regarding Unohana, but maybe if Unohana isn't dead, because he said the Kenpachi, the original Kenpachi, is dead or whatnot, but he didn't say Unohana, so maybe Unohana might still be alive. I mean, one of the big things is I'm still to this day mind-fucked as to what the hell was her Bankai and what was going on, so I would like to get a little more of an explanation on that because it's just so complicated and weird. To be honest, I'm expecting to see Yhwach's elite group go up against Rukia, Renji, Byakuya, all those people. I'm expecting to see a huge fight. And upon making this list, I actually came to the realization, probably unfortunately one of the reasons why the Zero Division lost was so that they can have their epic moment. Byakuya and all of them have their final fight against Yhwach's, elites of elites. So that's probably why he did it. Now, we didn't see how the Zero Division were defeated, So we can't completely say like, oh, if Renji and them defeat them, it'll be BS, because let's be real here, the Zero Division have been put up there that they are elites of elites. So it needs to be explained that it was mainly the abilities that these people had, the elites, that they were able to trick them and outdo them, and not actually brute strength and speed. Because if it's brute strength and speed, then realistically Renji and Ruki and all them shouldn't be able to take on the elites. They just shouldn't, because if the Zero Division fell to them, then how the hell these people are going to be able to take them out? So it has to be explained that it was just mainly their abilities that they were able to trip them up, and Rukia, Renji, and Byakuya and them can outdo them and, you know, kind of overcome their abilities. I would definitely like to see a lot more of Yoruichi, and possibly even her sister as well. I mean, come on, we're heading towards the end. Can we get a lot of Yoruichi this year? Can this be the year of Yoruichi? And last but not least, I would like to get more into Urahara, the mysterious man that we all wonder exactly who the hell he is. What is he? Like, where did his strength come from? We know that he's very familiar with the Soul Palace. How does he know all this? Could he potentially be one of the kids of the Soul King as well? What is about him? Is he actually evil? We know that years ago he knew about holification before it was even found out. How did he know about that? There's a lot of questions we have about him, and I hope in 2015 we get to explore a little more about him. And overall, I'm just hoping for an epic year in 2015. I'm expecting to get real close to the end by the end of 2015, if not completing Bleach. But let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see in 2015? Do you think Aizen's going to return? Do you think we're going to get the final fight? And do you think Bleach is going to end in 2015, or there's still like at least 1 or 2 more years after that? Just your overall expectations, but that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.